Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Welcome to Sunday night's free triple deck reading. I hope your week was went really well. Yeah, I feel like the energy is starting to pick up a little bit, but let's see how we go. Okay, so this week's choices are the blue trees, the red lightning, and the green fire. So I wanted to do something a little bit more creative this week compared to last week's psychological, what do you see, which do you see yourself as, which match. I want to apologize for the green screen. It's still a DIY one because my actual one is lost in the mail somewhere. Hopefully I'll have that for you next week. Just before I put up the timestamps, if you do want a full psychic reading, or if you want to book me in for life coaching or any magical assistance, by all means just contact me at thegreenpsychic@gmail.com or by any of the social media platforms. I would use Facebook Messenger, it's just easier. Okay, so here are the timestamps. Let's get into it. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. If you chose blue trees, hello Bubba. This is our deaf dog. This is your read, down Bubba. Okay, so the first card out, your overall card this week, is the Love and Romance card, which is obviously a really great card. I want to stress that it's not just romantic at the moment. This is loving energy, this is confidence, this is being in the right headspace, this is you accumulating this good energy. So it's not just about romance. For those in romantic relationships, this can be a time of renewed communication, renewed growth between the two of you, just a really sweet time. If you are single, yes, now is a good time to go looking for a relationship. Look, this is a touchy subject because, wait, Billy, stop it. Sorry, she's got the itchies still. With the love and romance, when we're single, we have this concept in our head that somebody's just going to magically walk past and we're going to fall in love and it's just going to happen. Be best off going through something like eHarmony, where you pay like $100 or whatever it is, but you keep in mind that that money is actually an investment in your future, and the other people that are on there have also spent that money, so it shows that they're serious about finding a genuine relationship. Okay. The other thing is, when you're out and about, I tell people all the time, keep your eyes open. Just because you're going to Woolworths to do the grocery shopping doesn't mean you're not going to bump into somebody that could be your future partner. Everybody goes to the shops. Keep your eyes open. Same as if you go for coffee, meet up with friends, keep your eyes open. You're out and about, and that's when you bump into people. And don't be shy. Don't hesitate asking somebody out. They're either going to say yes or no. If they say no, you move on. If they say yes, good. Too many people are scared of being rejected, and I get that. I do. But if you're hypothetically at a club and there's somebody there that you find attractive, you can ask them out. If they say no, oh well, no harm, no foul. You're never going to see that person again. If they say yes, great. Don't hesitate, because you'll really be surprised how many people are in the same boat as you. But we get so intimidated by people that are really attractive or really good looking or are really cool, and you think, oh, there's no way they would ever be. They're probably married with kids. And don't hold yourself back. You've got nothing to lose. Okay. All right, moving on. The first card out is the sex card, and it's upside down. So ironically, we're talking about love and romance and sex. This is kind of saying that it's not going to be about lust at the moment. It is genuinely about the love side of things. Okay. The sex card upside down is also about desire. So there is something around you that is not a desired outcome at the moment. So hypothetically, since we're on love and romance, your friend calls you to go catch a movie or get dinner or something, and you turn up and they surprise you with, hey, I wanted to introduce you to my new partner, and you feel like the third wheel. Okay, so it's not a desired outcome. Nobody likes being the third wheel or the fifth wheel. However, the good thing here with all this positive energy is that could be what kicks you in the bum to actually get out there and go find somebody for yourself. Again, I'm using this as a metaphor. Doesn't obviously apply to everybody, but I am there is one woman in particular that I'm being drawn to. Well, the name I'm getting is Sally. You're actually in this headspace of going and looking now. Good work, but watch out for your shoes, because I feel like you're going to twist your ankle and not sprain it, or something's going to happen to your ankle. So just be careful. Wear comfortable shoes that you're used to wearing. Okay. Moving on. All right, I've got the home card here, and this is upside down as well, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not picking up that it's a bad thing at the moment either. So the home card is a wish card. Okay, so it's kind of what I said earlier about, we wish for romance, we wish for the perfect partner, whether we're dating somebody or not. We wish for this perfect life. Okay, so the home card upside down is saying, look, that wish isn't a reality. Like, you can have the perfect life, you can have the perfect relationship, but the way it comes about is where the wish part comes in. Like, I wish that somebody would just knock on the door and go, oh, I've lost directions, geez, you're cute, want to go out? We dream of scenarios like this, but it's saying that wish part of how easy it's going to be isn't realistic. You need to adapt you need to go looking. Okay, and if you're one of these people that sit back and are like, no, I can't do that, I'll just wait for it to come to me. At the moment, I'm saying you've got all this positive energy to go and actually find that person. If you choose to sit back and wait for it to come to you, you might be waiting a few years. Okay, so get out there, be proactive. Don't fear rejection. Especially if it's a stranger that you've never met before. They're either going to say yes or no. Be thankful. As a gay guy, unless the guy is far gayer than I am, which I love as friends, not attracted to, especially living in the bush, I can't just go up to a guy and go, hey, want to go get a coffee? Because I'll get my head punched in, at the very least. So if you are straight, be very thankful that the worst that's going to happen is a yes or a no. There's no actual fear there. So as a gay person, forget the psychic part, as a gay person, I say to straight people all the time, it is that easy for you guys. You can go absolutely anywhere. If I want to ask a guy out, I have to go to a gay club or know in advance that the guy is gay. And the gay clubs for me are like 3 hours and not my seat. So anyway, moving on. The succubus card is here again, upside down, which is really good because the succubus card is energy sucking. It's when we get depressed and lethargic and all of our energy goes, we're wasting it on either a problem that we're stressing about or people that shouldn't be getting our attention. This is upside down, so it feels like to me that you're going to be in a good headspace and reserve that energy for yourself. You're going to be like, no, don't want to deal with you, I've given you enough of my energy. You're going to be proactively fixing problems that are around you. Anything that goes wrong, you're going to be on top of it. Okay. Now, the next card over is the springtime card, and it's upside down. So again, we are talking about, I feel like that this is all about romance. There needs to be some more work. There needs to be work. You've got to plant those seeds in the, so wrong, out there sowing your seeds. You're going to plant those seeds in the ground, and they are going to grow into trees. So I feel like you've already planted the seeds. They're little saplings. Right now you're watering them and putting in the effort with the chemicals or fertilizer or whatever. I don't have a green thumb, ironically, and that is going to pay off. So again, I'm getting the love and the romance here. So if you are in a relationship, it feels like there's a little bit of work to be done to strengthen your relationships. Okay, if you are single, again, a little bit of work to get into having somebody. But for the people that this isn't relating to romance and love about, this is passion. This is if you're trying to start your own business, or if you're going for a new job, or saving up for a car or something like that. This is saying that there's a little bit more work to be done, but it is going to pay off. Okay, so this is actually a good card for the future. Now, the next card over is the summer card. This is saying that good times are ahead. There's relaxation, there's holidaying. It's all about just chilling and enjoying the fruits of your labors. The last card here is the conflict card, and it is upside down. So this is also a very, very good card because it's saying that there are no conflicts around you. Even if you go and ask somebody out and they say no, that's it. You're not going to get your head punched in. Sorry. But, you know, working on your relationships, there's no conflict that's going to come from that, because you guys are in a good headspace at the moment, and you're going to be in a better headspace. Same as getting your business off the ground, or starting a new job, or saving up for that car. There's not going to be anything that comes along that takes that money away from you or screws up that opportunity. Okay, as long as you keep working towards it, you're good as gold. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, or if you need some life coaching help or any help with magic, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or on any of the social media platforms, but I do suggest Facebook. Hope that went well, and I will see you next week. See you guys. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, if you chose the Red Lightning, I'm thinking the Flash all of a sudden now, this is your reading. Okay, so your overall card is the Elderly card. So first off, I just want to say that this is saying that whatever you're going through, the bad, okay, I'm not talking about the good, I'm talking about the bad, it's not going to last forever, and it's coming to an end, okay? It's not, sometimes we wake up and we're like, ugh, this is my life. I want to say to you right now that no, it's not. This is just a part of your life, okay? There's good stuff coming for you, all right? So don't sit there and stress and cycle and go through depression that, you know, this is just it. Normally when we're doing that, we're overwhelmed because there's so many issues around us that we're not happy with, whether it be our car, where we're living, the job we're in, you know, who we're dating. There could be multiple things, and when we look at the overall picture, we're like, it's too much. Start with one thing, okay? If you're wanting to make a change across the board, if you're not happy with your life, start with one thing. Do that and then move on. So start with looking for another job. Find another job. Yep, great, fantastic. Then maybe look at getting a new car, or getting rid of the partner, or fixing the relationship there. But yeah, that's normally where we're like, ugh, is this my life? Because there's so many things. So just start with one thing. Every great journey starts with a single step. Okay, now the first card out is the Travel card, and it's upside down. So this is kind of saying that this period that you're going through at the moment won't last forever, but it might not be, there might not be a lot of movement around you at the moment, okay? And what I'm saying here with movement as in change, there's not a lot of change for you at the moment. Now, when I say that, I'm being drawn to, you know, say you're not happy with your job because of your manager. Your manager isn't about to suddenly get fired and your job's going to be so much better without them, okay? But there is movement there that you can still do. So again, you can start putting your resume out and look at what jobs are out there, start doing some research. You know, you can start looking at the type of cars that you want to buy, if that's what you're saving up for. There is movement that you can make, but this Travel card upside down is saying that there's no movement around you that's basically going to help you. Sometimes especially when we're stuck in a situation where there's so much around us that needs change, it's up to us to make those changes, because if somebody comes along and makes all those changes for you, it's quite possible that your life is going to end up different than what it is now, but still not what you want it to do, where you want it to be. So it's up to you to forge your own path and make your life what you want it to be, okay? The next card is the Balance card over the right way up. So this is really good. This is mind, body, and spirit. This is being in sync. This is being very, I want to say, methodical. Now, there's, I don't know if it's a David, a Daniel, or a Matthew right now that is redoing his workload and like reorganizing how procedures and policies and how that's going to go about. Take deep breaths. You're going to get there. You're going to do it. Okay. Sorry. So the Balance card is being in the right headspace to make changes. It's kind of like there's acceptance of the situation that you're in at the moment. It's like, yeah, this is my life, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to change it. There is that energy coming for you. Just the thought of, I can change my life. It may be hard, it may take a while, but I can change my life. There are ways to do that, okay? So this is good. You're getting that energy and that mental confidence to be able to do this, all right? The next card over is the Transformation card. So it is saying that there is transformation coming for you, okay? I'm getting 6 to 12, 6 to 12 days, 6 to 12 weeks, not months, maybe months. But I don't normally do these. These Sunday readings aren't normally a long-term thing. That's what a full reading is for. But this transformation, it is coming for you, and it's you making that transformation. So it's you finding a new job. It's you getting rid of the partner or working on the partner. It's you getting that loan secured to get the car. There is transformation coming for you, okay? It might not be totally across the board. It might just be one thing or two things, but at least it's changed. At least you're going to be happier with your life, and you're going to keep going, all right? I've got the younger woman card here upside down, so this is you chaining yourself down. This is being tied into, look, this is being tied into contracts. This is being tied into a marriage. This is being tied into these things that you no longer want. Okay, so if you are, look, I'm not happy with my marriage, and it is what it is. I'm not unhappy enough to leave the person, but it just sucks. Work on that. You can work on that. Stop putting so much pressure and strength on you, pressure on yourself. It is up to you to go and speak to your partner and work on it, okay? And you can have a happier, better marriage, better life by doing that. If you do want to leave, by all means, you can also do that. But this is about putting too much, getting into our heads too much, okay? So it's the same thing as work. Oh, you know, I really hate this job. I've got to find a job in the next month, and I've got to get... Don't do that to yourself, because I'm telling you now, like, anybody that's recently applied for jobs in this day and age, it takes a while, okay? That's why I say to everybody, just apply for everything. Even if you don't think you can do the job, apply for it, and then you've got more options when those interviews start coming in, okay? But this is like, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't grill yourself, drag yourself over the coals, okay? You can only do what you can do. Don't strive for perfection. Like I always say, perfection doesn't exist. Just do the best you can, okay? The next card is the surprise card, celebration surprise card. It is upside down. So this is, to me, straight away saying that there's no big bad surprises coming your way from making these changes. It's not like if you start making changes to improve your quality of life and your happiness in life, it's not going to be something that you're going to end up regretting, okay? There's no big bad surprises coming your way. So make these changes. Get onto it. The only bad thing in your future that I can see is you not making these changes and staying where you are, because that's just sad if you're not happy with your life. The last card is the question and pathway card. So this is literally asking the questions, what's going to make me happy? Do I really want to stay married to this person? Do I really want to find a partner, or do I want to be single? Do I really want this job? What do I want to do as a career? Where do I want to live? All these questions, okay? And as you ask these questions, you're going to have pathways that appear before you. Well, if I don't want to live here, then I could look at renting, you know, in Sydney. And then that will bleed on to, well, if I move, then I'm going to have to find another job, which is fine because I hate my job. So let's have a look at jobs down there. Do you know what I'm saying? You are going to have these questions, and they're going to give you pathways, which are options, all options around you. And it's up to you to pick and choose what you want to do. It's your life. Live it. Okay? Alright guys, I'll leave it there. If you do want a full reading, if you want any life coaching or any magical assistance, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or on any other social media platforms. I would recommend using Facebook just because it's always pinging on my phone. It's probably the easiest. Until next week, have a good week. Bye! Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, if you chose Green Fire, I think I love you. This is your reading. Okay, so your overall card is the life lesson card, and it's upside down. That's kind of sad because it's saying that you're not learning your lessons. You're not making the right choices at the moment. It's kind of like, you know, you're in a situation where you know what the right course of action is, what you should be doing, but I feel like you're not doing it. So, no judgment, but it's just kind of like, you're going to make that decision, you're going to make that change, you're going to have that conversation when you're ready to. But I feel like it's like you're putting it off, don't want to do it, want to avoid it. Nothing good can come from that, okay? Especially, it just adds pressure in the back of your mind, and then you'll go shopping and it'll be like, oh, what else am I supposed to do? Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to have that conversation. You have that anxiety, and it builds up, and you just start losing your mind. So it's better to get it off your chest. Okay. The good thing here is you're going to be you're learning a lesson, and from this you're going to end up being a happier person and having more confidence, more knowledge up your belt, up your sleeve, in your belt, for your future. So it could be that you're putting off having this conversation, but then you have it and it really isn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, and it's like, okay, well, you never really know, you just got to do it. The first card is the work card, and it's upside down, so it is saying, look, work, whether that be your actual job or stuff around the house or stuff that you're supposed to be doing right now, it's kind of a killer. I feel like you're really dragging your ass, you don't want to adult today. Totally fine, we all feel that way, okay? It's totally normal. But when we go down that path, it's very easy for us to become a narcissist, and it'll be like, I don't want to go to work today, and you know, the person, your co-worker, is like, well, neither do I, but I have to do it, I have to suck it up and go to work. You know, it's kind of like, if you keep going down that path, you're going to create problems left, right, and center for you, around you, and it's going to be hard to recover. So look, suck it up and just get through it. The sooner you get stuck into whatever this chore or job or work is that you need to do, the sooner you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm doing it, yeah, you know, and then it's going to be over and you're going to be done. It's like, all right, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So it is kind of like, get stuck into it, okay? Don't put it off. It's going to make everything worse. There is the sadness and heartbreak card here, so excuse me, very big nod to how you're feeling, being depressed, anxious, worried. There is a very tall guy that I can see with hair and a beard and a mustache, very tall, and he's walking around like a bear with a sore tooth. There's something to do with fire engines and fire brigade there. I want to say that, is it Sam? I don't know the name. You need to stop and take a deep breath. You need to take some time for yourself. Go away for the weekend. Get your head back into a better spot, because you're becoming very unstable, I want to say, because I feel like you've spiraled a little bit. Look, if Sam, if this guy's watching, reach out and we'll have a conversation if you need. But there is sadness and depression around you guys at the moment. It might not be anything specific, it might just be the energy that you're feeling, at which point I'm like, you need to keep moving. I feel like you guys are like a stagnant pond. That sounds so bad, but it's like the more still the water, the murkier and grosser it gets, and then the mosquitoes come down and start, you know, you need to be a flowing river. You need to keep moving and be fresh, and the more you do, the more you work, the better you're going to be feeling. The sadness and everything is going to start lifting off you, okay? I've got the emotion card here, and it's upside down, so it is kind of saying, look, your emotions, I want to say, aren't real at the moment. So if somebody may have said, oh, you didn't brush your hair today, and you walk off, right now your head might explode, or you might burst into tears because how could they say that about my hair? You know, I want to say to you that that reaction, those emotions, not real. It's just because overall you're feeling very down, very vulnerable, very fragile. So if you burst into tears, don't suddenly hate that person and take crap out on them, because, you know, if you were feeling normal, you'd just be like, fuck off, dickhead. So it is kind of like, try not to overreact, and if you do overreact, that's fine, we all do it, but don't take problems out, don't go after people or situations and feel like you're victimized, because that's not real. It's just how you're feeling at the moment, and it's totally fine to feel the way you're feeling, okay? But it is coming to an end. The next card over is the positivity card. It is upside down. So this positivity, it's not saying there's sadness, it's not saying it's the opposite of positivity, it's just emotionless. It's just everything's flat at the moment. And a lot of times when we're feeling down, good things can happen to us, but we just don't care. It's just kind of like, oh, I just won $300 on Lotto. Well, it wasn't 50 million, so who cares? That's what I'm talking about. It's kind of flat, which is a good thing, because even if anything bad is about to happen to you, you're just going to be like, yeah, well, that was expected. So it is an emotionless kind of plateau at the moment, which can be a good thing. You can use that to get your energy back and go, look, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but I need to keep moving, because if I keep standing here, I'm always going to be in this spot. I'm always going to be sad. I'm always going to be upset. You know, I need to change my life. I need to change how I'm feeling. And you do that by taking steps. Take a step, get outside, go for a walk around the block, clear your head, make a phone call to somebody you haven't spoken to in forever. You know, take these steps to make yourself feel better. All right. Now, I've got the Danger and Authority card here. It's upside down, very quick one. It's saying there's no big bad danger for you. You may, when we are depressed and down, we have this overwhelming feeling that something's just around the corner that's going to blow up. If you go looking for snakes, you find them. So I want to say to you that there's nothing big and bad out there that you need to be worried about. However, having said that, if you're in that headspace where your emotions aren't real, you could go and kick your toe on the bed tomorrow and go, oh my God, see, that was the danger, that was the worst. If that's the worst thing that happens in your life, then you've got a pretty damn good life, okay? So keep it into perspective. Keep the perspective there. The last card is the younger man going floating in outer space. So this is literally saying just go with the flow, okay? Write it out. These feelings that you're having and this headspace that you're in, it comes in waves. We all go through it, but we can't rely on anybody to snap us out of it, because we snap out of it when we're ready. So to do that a lot faster, to get to that snap out of it, we need to be proactive, which is we need to do something. We need to get out there and look. If this is all about your job, then look for another job, and see what's out there. If this is because you're single, then go looking for love. You know, be proactive in fixing these problems for yourself. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, or if you need any life coaching assistance or any magical assistance, you can contact me at thegreenpsychic@gmail.com or on any of the social medias. Facebook Messenger is probably the best. But look, I hope you guys hang in there. Just hang in there. It is going to get better. Okay? Alright, see you next week, guys.